Welcome to the Vanguard Gifted Academy educational channel. I'm Elizabeth Blaetz, the head of school at Vanguard Gifted Academy. We're continuing on our journey with episode 3. Today, we're going to talk about the myths of giftedness. These myths are affecting both parenting of gifted children and gifted children themselves. So I've been in gifted education a long time, and I'm surprised at the myths that still remain. One of them that really is amazing to me, and I read it in the papers all the time, is gifted children will be fine. They don't need anything else. They've already got what they need. We need to take care of the other children. And I want for gifted children what I want for every child. I want them to learn every single day. They're going to school now and they're not learning every single day. They're helping someone else learn. They're reading on the side, not enjoying the activities with peers. They're being used as leaders. So to say that they don't need the same education that everybody else does isn't offering a gifted child an education. Another myth about gifted children, and this often happens with young gifted children, is, the parent says, oh, they're reading already. Oh, they're doing these things. And other parents are like, oh, don't worry, the other kids will catch up. The result of them sitting in the classroom, it does appear like the other children catch up, when in fact, we're really just leaving the gifted child to wait. Another one is these are the parents, they mean good, they really do. And they say, oh, every child's gifted. To me, the label of gifted is not an award. It's not a trophy. It's just an identifier of a child with a different need. And so you can't put every child in the gifted category. Another myth that I'd like to dispel is that gifted children don't have learning differences. I call them learning differences. Most people call them learning disabilities. 10% of all children have learning disabilities. 10% of all children. And they affect gifted children more. The gifted mind is full of connections that are above and beyond what the average mind connects. And so these gifted kids might have a hard time learning to read, but it doesn't mean they're not gifted. It means their mind is working overtime, making connections that are just amazing, but those connections also can be confusing. The biggest myth of all is that gifted children are gifted in everything. We would not expect that of any other person, but a teacher will not recommend a child for gifted services because of something they can't do, rather than recognizing the strengths that they have and wanting to serve and extend what they can do. So I had a 4th grade boy. He was just verbally precocious. He just went on and on and on and on. And he knew more in 4th grade than probably I knew as the 4th grade teacher. But he couldn't get his work done. His projects were messy. His work was really not showing what he knew. And finally I talked to his parents and I said, I cannot diagnose. I am not a doctor. But if I were you, I would have him checked for attention concerns. I took him in and they had the testing done and they came out and they said, oh my gosh, is he ever attention deficit? And the change was amazing. But the best thing about it was when that boy, his art went from like chicken scratch to artistry. His writing went from very few words to an abundance of description. And we were making a book at that time, and his book was amazing. But the best part of it was he thought it was amazing because he finally was able to really show who he was as a learner and what he knew. I feel like this is a journey we're taking together. So please, let's share our experiences. Let's help others learn about these myths and break these myths in our communities. Share with me, ask me questions, because what you want to know is what I want to share if I have it available. And if I don't, let me do some research and find out for you. So thank you so much for joining us. And I hope that you'll be a regular visitor to this channel.